An £800,000 investment in the new forest brought thousands of people together to extend 50 nature networks that link national park habitats to neighbouring towns and cities. Working with landowners, farmers and commoners over 18 months, we restored and created over 100 hectares of habitat that helps wildlife to thrive and become more resilient to climate change. That's the equivalent of 140 football pitches.
Funding is absolutely vital and it helps us enormously, especially when planting a hedge like this, 400 metres of native plants, 5 different species, and we're planting that here today to help the wildlife, to help the land, to help nature, and also to build a sense of community and to get people here and get people involved in putting something back into the forest. For us as commoners and in the New Forest, it's important to understand commoning and why we do it, how we do it. It's a working landscape, a working forest. We know that our land basically is the future.
We've been able to work with quite a number of landowners and actually had really positive engagement from them. Quite a lot of them wanting to do the right things, loving the New Forest, loving everything about the area, but just not having the knowledge because their knowledge is centred around running their farm or their livery yard. Being able just to give them the knowledge of this is what you can do on your land, I think has been really valuable.
Hundreds of volunteers helped improve the unique variety of landscapes, including clearing woodlands, planting and maintaining hedgerows, improving paths and restoring ditches.
Volunteers are excellent and they're always really enthusiastic and love to get involved. I can actually really see from my conversations that they really value information and learning about what they're doing and why they're doing it. And I love to be able to share why they're doing certain tasks and actually the real benefits for certain species and the wider environment.
In Bewley, the Countryside Education Trust created the Fort Climate Centre to help people learn more about the challenges of climate change and provide a hub for climate action by running workshops, courses and events. The partnership not only provided a boost for nature, but for rural communities too, by creating or retaining 19 green jobs amongst 5 partner organisations and developing a thriving green skills network.
Going around so many organisations in the forest, it really helps with employability afterwards because I really want to stay in this sector, and getting to know so many people in so many different organisations really gives a good chance of getting a job once the apprenticeship is over. I came to this from a chemistry degree, wanted a change. It's really essential for me that things like this are here because this is definitely what I want to do. Yeah, I think I've got a lot more direction than I had before now, and we're only halfway through the apprenticeship.
An early Green Careers network has been set up to support people in the first few years of their green career, with ways to develop and share their knowledge and experience, and learn and support each other.
We're already in a position where it's going to change. Global warming is happening, the sea levels are going to rise. We know there are certain things that are going to happen. But with green jobs and people putting their careers and their energy into protecting the national park and its wildlife and educating people about it, it's going to hopefully help reduce the impacts of the climate emergency and help people be more aware of what they can do themselves to kind of limit the impact on the forest.